Hello, this is Sakamoto31 and welcome to the 30th part of my Chivalry Medieval Warfare Weapon Guides. In this episode we enter the third tier of weapons available, starting with the bow option for the archer class, the Warbow. Nearing the end. The Warbow is an adaptation of the bow and arrow that was developed for hunting in the Paleolithic era. This elongated and tightly strung bow could deliver devastating shots at considerable ranges. Most popular and common during the medieval era, by use of crusaders, primarily Englishmen, who would use the bow to take out oncoming enemies from afar. The Warbow has two attack types available based on the type of arrow you are using. The bodkin arrow deals pierce damage and is better suited for heavily armored classes. Meanwhile, the broadhead arrow deals swing damage and is best to use against the lighter counterparts. Against the archer, when using a bodkin arrow, you will deal 142 damage to the head, 95 to the body, and 57 to the legs. This is a considerable amount of damage, as an archer can be easily taken out from a single headshot. The broadhead arrow deals slightly more damage, however, for a more devastating impact. The broadhead will kill an archer in one hit to the body or the head, at 158 damage to the head, 105 to the body, and 63 to the legs. The man-at-arms class remains unequipped to defend against this weapon, with bodkin arrows. At 126 damage to the head, 84 to the body, and 50 to the legs, the man-at-arms will be taken out in a headshot or in two shots otherwise. The broadhead arrow does more damage, but it's not enough to affect the number of hits to kill. At 134 damage to the head, 89 to the body, and 54 to the legs, the broadhead will still kill in 2 hits minimum. The Vanguard is where the Warbow shows its devastating power against the heavy classes. The bodkin arrow will deal a ridiculous 126 damage to the head, 84 to the body, and 50 to the legs, which will kill a Vanguard always in 2 hits. The broadhead, however, loses its effectiveness, with a still shocking 95 damage to the head, 63 to the body, and 38 to the legs. The broadhead arrow, when fired from the Warbow, loses its one hit to kill ability. The knight is surprisingly weak against the Warbow. At 79 damage to the head, 53 to the body, and 32 to the legs, the knight will usually die in 2 hits, but can take up to 4 hits to kill. The broadhead fares worse against the knight. At 63 damage to the head, 42 to the body, and 25 to the legs, the knight is resistive to the broadhead arrow, as 2 headshots will cause it to fall. With the Warbow, accuracy is important. There's an abnormally large drop-off of damage between the body and legs, as well as the slow draw time can prevent you from coming away with a kill. For our build, we look to create a true archer build, one that stays far behind the lines to pick up enemies from afar. With the unrivaled damage of the Warbow, death is sure to come to your enemies. The primary slot will hold the Warbow. The secondary slot will make use of the thrusting dagger for quick stabs and jabs at your enemies if they get too close. In the special slot, we choose the bodkin arrows for their clear effectiveness on more popular, heavy classes. That's the build, one designed to punish your enemies from a distance while still harry them up close. With a sizable bow of war firing upon your enemies, they will be forced to fight in the shade.